guys. So today the challenge is to find something interesting in the yard that we can shoot as a still life in the studio. So let's go see what we can find. So it's a beautiful day out here. The sun is gorgeous, or the light from the sun is gorgeous. It's pretty warm. It's actually about 65. However, it's still the dead of winter, so there is nothing blooming, or very little. The woods haven't really woke up yet, so let's see what we can find. My thought is I'd like to find some interesting leaves, maybe a wood type of background for it, or I don't know. Let's just go see what we can find. Now this is really interesting. Although it's really big. I may see if I can't maybe knock some of this off and make it a little smaller, but that's a really nice piece of wood that I could use as a backdrop to put some leaves or something on. So let's go see what else we can find. Now, if you live in the city or someplace where you don't have, say, a yard, or don't have access maybe to the neighbor's yard or something like that, you can always go to a park or someplace, anywhere where there's trees or things like that growing. Now, this is really interesting. Now, here's another piece that has the same growth on it, and I'd like to find probably 3 pieces like this to keep in with the composition rule of odd is always more interesting, 1, 3, 5 instead of 2, 4, 6. So let's see what else we can find. This is this is a pretty leaf. This is off one of my maple trees. It still has some color in it, and it's got some brown edges, so that against that will look pretty neat. Now, this is off one of my oak trees. Got a little bit of bug damage, but since we're going for all natural, that could be interesting. So I'll take that one. And here's another type of leaf. So that's 3 types of leaves. Now here is a mushroom that could be interesting for our collection. Now, be careful when you handle mushrooms, because of course some are toxic. So always wash your hands after you handle any kind of wild mushroom that you may find. I don't know the species of this, so I'm not sure if it's poisonous or not, so I'll make sure to keep my hands away from my mouth and wash them afterwards. So we have our collection here. Nothing fancy, everything was found in the yard. And again, if you have to go to a park or a neighbor's backyard, ask them for permission first. But if you're lucky enough, like me, to live in the country or someplace close that has trees, you can find really interesting things to shoot. So let's take these in the studio and let's see what we can do with them. And we'll light up the little mushroom. More. On a little to this side here more. Add the light. Yeah, and look at the colors. That's really pretty. Really pretty. Look at the colors of the mushroom and the that leaf right there. So play around with your composition. Change it up, move things around. I might even try putting this leaf in the foreground, see what that looks like. Put in, take out. They call it editing. Sometimes you need less than what you think you need to make a successful shot. Sometimes you need more. It just depends on what you're trying to achieve. That might be the winner. I got the 3 leaves. I've got the lichen in the background that you can see. I've got the mushroom lit up. So, yeah, just, make it fun. Play with it and make it fun. Change things around, change your composition. Just make sure it's good composition, best you can. Rule of thirds, odd numbers, watch your horizon line. Those are always the biggies. But when you're doing still life like this, it's fun. And still life, like they say, still life is never late to show up for its photo shoot. You control it, you arrange it. And you can basically do whatever you want with it. It didn't cost us one dime.